Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Golden Eagles Morning Show. Today is Friday, May 15th, 2020, and it's another Flexible Friday. Our motivational quote this week is, "We all have bad days, but you must know that today's a brand new day. Put yesterday's worries behind you and know that a fresh start is waiting for you today." Last Friday, Seneca Student Council thanked local EMT squads for their service by providing them with a lunch from Waller's Deli and Russo's. The Seneca AP Art Murals have been a tradition for Seneca art students. This year, they're continuing the tradition by working on pieces of the mural remotely. We're all so excited to see their remarkable work. Our senior highlights this week. Our first senior is Haley Jaggard. Haley's proudest moment was completing the KYW News Radio program. She plans to study film and media arts at York College. Her favorite Seneca memory is her first football game in the Bird's Nest. Our next senior is Natalie Shoreswater. Natalie plans to continue her education at the University of Pittsburgh. Her greatest memory from Seneca is when she decided to join the track team her junior year. She had so much fun and made friendships that would last a lifetime. Next up is Justin Drayton. Justin's proudest moment was his stand-up comedy routine at the Golden Eagle pageant. His performance inspired him to pursue a career in entertainment. Justin will be attending Temple University's School of Communications. In his spare time, he has been running and finalizing college details. To be featured in our senior highlight section next week, please go to Seneca Student Council's Instagram @SenStuco and click the link in the bio to fill out the survey. The class of 2020 has been doing a great job keeping students involved in senior activities. Last Friday, they hosted a senior bingo where students completed a Seneca bingo and posted a picture of it on their social media. Some upcoming senior events include parent prom pictures this Friday and another Kahoot game on May 22nd. This week, I had the chance to speak with Miss Betts and Mr. Repsher, who are the class of 2020 advisors. Let's see what they had to say. Hi everyone, I'm Madison Miller, and today I'll be interviewing Miss Betts and Mr. Repsher, who are the senior class advisors. Miss Betts, can you explain the duties of the class of 2020 student government?
Sure. So the class of 2020 is in charge of any sort of event that centers around the senior class. So, traditionally through the past 4 years, different spirit weeks, the junior dinner dance, the sophomore cotillion, and then senior year, we have our powder puff game and homecoming in the beginning of the year. And then we are, trying to, as we're now in a remote learning environment, we are trying to keep morale high and spirit high, and have worked closely with our officers and our class reps to come up with some ideas to keep everyone kind of focused on the positive.
And how often does the class government meet virtually?
We've been trying to meet about every other week with either our officers or our officers and representatives. And we've had the pleasure of Mr. Bauer stepping in and having some of those meetings with us, which has been really insightful as well.
Awesome. And Mr. Repsher, what are some different ways students in the class of 2020 can still do activities at home?
Well, obviously with quarantining, we're facing quite a few challenges and everything else. And I think it kind of becomes the students' opportunity to, what do they want to get out of the remainder of high school, And we have all these different things that are available to them. We've had different games. We had the Kahoots. We have like prom picture situation coming up, which, we're trying to incorporate different things that give kids an opportunity to still feel connected to the school. And, a lot of it's about following along on like Instagram and Twitter and things like that. And, hopefully through those, they're still feeling that sense of connection, which, I think sometimes people are struggling with a little bit right now. So I think it's important.
To what Mr. Repsher said, we definitely strongly encourage everyone, we can't say this enough, to follow us on Remind. The code was put out in the letter that we sent out early last week. Follow us on Seneca 2020 Instagram. That's a student-run account. Our official Twitter account, Seneca_2020. And also, we have one of our class reps took it upon herself to create a Instagram page for future plans. So we have a lot of social media out there that keeps everyone in the loop about all the different activities that we're trying to put together while we are on remote learning.
That's awesome. And do you have any other upcoming virtual activities for seniors?
Yeah, so this week we have put out there, we understand that our senior parents are missing a big component of, what would have been their senior child's senior year. So we wanted to involve them in some of the spirit and positivity that we're trying to do. So we asked this week for parents to send in their prom pictures. Friday would have been our prom for the senior class, the original date scheduled, and we thought we could have some fun with that and throw it out there to the students to see if are they going to be able to guess who's who when it comes to parent prom pictures. And I have to tell you, the prom pictures are awesome. They've been coming in all hours of the day and night. A ton of people are participating, so I'm really looking forward to seeing who's going to be able to guess who's who when it comes to these parent prom pictures. Fashion has definitely changed. Let's leave it at that and be surprised for Friday.
That's so exciting. And since the senior prom is canceled, are there any plans to either reschedule it or host it virtually?
A letter just came out today where we, in following the governor's orders, we are unable to host a prom this year. We will, encourage people, and we're going to reach out to our class officers and to our representatives about doing some sort of reunion in 6 to 12 months, sooner than a normal reunion would take place, to get the class together, another time when we're able to. I don't know if you want to add anything on that, Repsher.
Yeah, I think all options are open in terms of trying to find ways to bridge the gap, in terms of what you guys are missing out on. And, we're hoping that we're able to come to some sort of solution that, people find, acceptable.
And can you explain to me the class of 2020 senior project?
Sure. So that was brought to us by a parent in the senior class. We have been lucky to have a ton of senior parents who, want to put something out there for their kids and have shared a ton of ideas with us since we first went on remote learning. And this one was one that is workable, is affordable, and adheres to the guidelines set in place. So how it's going to work is each student is going to get a tile, like a little 4x8 white tile. And Mr. Dooley has offered to put together a little tutorial on what to do with this tile. But essentially, there's a process called Mod Podge, if I'm saying it correctly. And with that tile, you can print out on a printer, any color printer, any image. That image can be your graduation cap. If when you get that graduation cap, you want to decorate it like traditionally students do, you can then take a picture of it and print that out on your printer. It can be your senior portrait, and you can print that out. It can be a picture of you in the bird's nest, one of your favorite memories from your time at Seneca High School, and you can print that picture out. Each student will print one picture out, and then through this process that Mr. Dooley will explain in his tutorial, you essentially paint it on there with a mixture of glue and water that he has assured me will work. And then it's there forever. So we'll come up with some sort of process to get those back to us at some point in time. But with that tile, then we're going to create kind of like a mosaic in a spot in Seneca that will remain there forever. Because, if nothing else, this is a historic time. And the class of 2020 will be a class that we remember all of our students and all of our classes, but the interesting graduating class and circumstances. So it'll be, some sort of mural mosaic to be at Seneca forever.
That's awesome. And what is the best
awesome idea? We're so thankful that it was shared with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And do you have any messages for the senior class?
I think just that we want them to stay strong, to, try to make the most of this time, offer each other support as they go through the emotional range that they're going to have, kind of dealing with this is, graduation's a big deal. Prom's a big deal. Like senior trip's a big deal. All those things are big deals. And you guys have been robbed of the traditional way of having them, or, not being able to have them at all. And I think just, relying on each other, reaching out to each other, I think that's so important. And to know that, we're here for you guys, and we want to help you through this as best we can. And I can't say enough about Miss Betts and how awesome she's been through this whole process in really trying to organize a lot of these activities and give people a sense of community, which I think can feel like it's lost sometimes during this. So my hat's off to her. She's done a great job.
Thanks, Fred. And I would, I echo what Mr. Repsher says. No one's denying that this is not an ideal situation. We know it, but we miss you as much as
Yeah.
You feel like you are being robbed of things. So are we as teachers. Like, we're being robbed of this time too. We love that end of year, senior year with our students. Rep and I have been close with this class since you guys were little freshmen. So it's tough. It's tough for all of us. And I know sometimes it's easier said than done to focus on the positive and focus on that idea of community. And, Rep said it early on in the interview, make it what you will. Even if they seem silly, embrace these different little spirit days that we're doing and activities that we're doing to, keep the class together as one as much as possible. But we do. We miss you guys too.
Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and continue to support the senior class.
Thank you, Maddie. Thanks for having us.
We're now going to send it to another episode of the Call of Duty.
Alright, who we have over here? We got class 8, Lamont's class, right?
Yep, we're in the top class.
That's funny. Chloe.
Here.
Hadley.
Here.
Alright. So Lamont left his sub-plans here and said that you guys have an assignment on Google Classroom. So if you need Chromebooks, they're over on the cart. If you want to just do it on your phone, you can do your Google assignment on the phone.
I don't think that will be necessary.
Okay.
Because he never actually set up any Google Classroom for us. So we don't have work. So we never.
But his sub-plans say that it's on Google Classroom.
Well, I can explain. We don't have work. Yay. Soon. Bye!
Alright then.
Hey, can you take your hat off, please? What about your trash?
Natalie, what time is it?
10:35.
I have to go to my hall duty.
Mom, again?
Yes, Natalie, Dr. Kessel said I have to keep up with all of my duties. No running in the hall. What are you doing?
Goodman has to go potty.
Do you have a hall pass?
Daddy, go potty.
Where's your hall pass?
Daddy, I sent this to someone.
You don't have a hall pass.
Yes, I do. Where's lunch attention?
Behind those bars. That's all I have for you this week. Thanks for watching the Golden Eagles Morning Show. I'm Madison Miller, and I hope everyone has an amazing weekend.